Tyler Smith.
The following is a production of the Department of Broadcasting and Journalism at Western Illinois University.
Police say multiple vehicles on the Western Illinois University campus had their windows targeted and smashed, the latest on the string of crimes.
And part 2 of our series, Justice for Tyler, a family still waiting for answers 1 year after their son was found dead in Galesburg. They're concerned with the investigation.
Plus, it's been a warm week in our area, but is there still a cool down on the way? Storm Team 3's Jared Streeter has your weekend forecast.
Live from Salee Hall in high definition. News 3 starts now.
News this afternoon out of Western Illinois Athletic Department. Good afternoon. Welcome to Live at 4. I'm Devin Brooks.
And I'm Marenika Fatuga. Just into the newsroom an hour ago, WIU announced Andy Pasco and the new WIU baseball coach. Pasco comes WIU after the past 3 seasons as hitting a coach at Butler University. News 3 will have more on new coach coming up in sports later on this newscast.
The WIU Office of Public Safety is investigating several incidents where car windows were found shattered in parking lots across campus. Police say these incidents happened between 3 and 5 p.m. on Monday. 2 of the car owners reported the incidents, and the other 2 incidents were discovered by police. WIU officials say the vandalism is random. Police believe a BB gun was used in the incidents. Each of the windows are valued at $1,500. On-campus police are no strangers to BB gun-related crimes.
For years, you'll get a brash up and people using BB guns and shooting up the residence halls, or shooting at each other and stuff like that. And those are not toys by no means.
Police say they are investigating these crimes. If you know any information, call WIU Police. Well, soon the baseball fields at Veterans Park in Macomb will be lit. The Macomb Park District voted last night to approve the lights to be built on the baseball fields at Veterans Park. Park officials say the challenges of having no lights has impacted local sports games for more than a decade. The project is expected to cost up to $750,000. It will be paid for with donations and money set aside. Officials hope to have the first field lit by next spring.
The Macomb District School Board has a budget for the year after the school board met Monday. The board, as well as Superintendent Dr. Patrick Toomey, approved the budget for the year and discussed the plans for construction on the new Macomb Middle School.
Or at least for originally, I thought maybe we'd break ground in the summer. I think that date is probably closer to the fall.
A subject of the interest going into the meeting was the amount of the funding that would be from property taxes. With enrollment dropping at WIU, Dr. Toomey doesn't think the enrollment affects property taxes. The next Macomb School Board meeting is set for Monday, October 21st.
These days, college students are on tight budgets and sometimes need help finding their next meal. One place on campus continues to take steps to help combat this issue. The WIU Food Pantry is located at the end of WIU's N lot in adjacent to Hanson Field and has been serving the community since 2018, when a group of 4 students decided they wanted to help their peers.
2018, some dietetic students went to Emily Shoup, who is the advisor over the pantry, with an idea because there is a need on campus.
The organization Eyes on people volunteering time and money to the cause to fill a growing need. If you are someone you know needs the help of the WIU Food Pantry, the hours are on your screen, or you can check on our website. The pantry is also available by appointment. If you would like to volunteer, contact the WIU Food Pantry at wiufoodpantry@wiu.edu, or you can go to our website, news3wiu.com.
A local comic book store is on the square is closing its doors after 5 years of service. News 3 Emma Horry explains how the business leaves behind a legacy in Macomb.
It's been home to a comic book store since the 1980s.
Paul Ostrowski opened up the store as Journey Comics.
That store is where John Coker fell in love with comic books.
Started hanging out in probably when I was about 10 years old. He started putting me to work about 12.
And the store's owner.
When he got in really bad health, he asked me to buy the store from him. At the time, I really didn't have an interest in doing so. But when he passed away, I kind of felt like it was the right thing to do.
5 years ago, Coker became the owner of A Boy and His Tiger.
One of our most favorite ones that we both had in common was Calvin and Hobbes. And so that's kind of why I chose the A Boy and His Tiger name.
After years of selling board games, comics, and merchandise, he's closing his storefront.
My wife and I are moving due to her job.
Even though he's closing his doors to move his family, A Boy and His Tiger has felt the decline of college students in his bottom line.
Most comic readers, people that play board games, tend to be college age or older professors. So if there aren't students, if there aren't professors, I don't have customers.
Coker is packing up his love for comic books and board games on his move to downtown Morton, but he says he will miss the Macomb community.
I will miss the tight-knit downtown community as far as the other business owners here.
Reporting from News 3, I'm Emma Horry.
John Coher will have a grand opening in Morton at his new store To the Moon and Back on September 20th.
Well, with summer coming to a close, you have another chance to end it the right way. The third annual Party on the Square is back. The event will be located on the south side of the square. Enjoy food from one of the many restaurants, bring a chair and enjoy the live entertainment. An outdoor bar will be available for those attending who are 21 or older with a wristband.
Still to come on Live at 4, number of vaping-related illness continue to rise throughout the country, and the latest on health safety risks.
But before we go to break, let's send it over to meteorologist Jared Streeter. Jared, when is this heat going to give?
Luckily, there's actually a break coming here this weekend, but right now we're not in that luck yet. It is still muggy and hot outside. 82 degrees outside, winds northeast at 8 miles an hour. As we head into our weekend, however, we are going to start to see some rain head into the area. That's going to make those temperatures drop into the mid-70s. All that and more when we come back.
Rooted in teaching tradition, the desire to impact lives through education marks our Western identity. We believe every student with the hope to succeed deserves a chance at our institution. We're invested in honing each student's individual strengths to turn that hope into promise. Our commitment shows in everything that we do. It guides our faculty with empathy. It grows our students with courage. It moves each of us with purpose. In Macomb and Quad Cities, all walks of life meet to share cultures, ideas, and aspirations. Together, our students welcome new perspectives, helping them bring true value wherever they go next. Whatever the next challenge or change we face, our fighting spirit strengthens and evolves. With fortitude, we remain devoted to our vision. Brave and loyal, we stand as Leathernecks. for our students, for our region, for our state, and beyond. And when we stand together, we stand up for what matters, going forth as one. And that unity takes us far beyond what we've ever imagined.
Welcome back. We continue with our look into the death investigation of Tyler Smith. On Tuesday, we told you about the timeline of Smith's death. Today, you hear from police, and you hear some of where they stand with the investigation into the 23-year-old's body found in Cedar Creek on the evening of September 15th, 2018. 1 year after Tyler Smith's body was found in Galesburg, his parents, Sandra Halsney and Keith Smith, took me to where he was found.
He would have knocked himself out right here. And his shoes would have been full of mud.
But instead,
slippery.
This is where he was found, laying down in 3 inches of water. The family thinks for almost 24 hours.
I really truly feel he was restrained when he was put down here.
The pathologist's report says the cause of death was drowning, no evidence of assault, and the injuries on Tyler's body did not contribute to his death. The coroner's report says Tyler's injuries are consistent with a fall, and that his blood alcohol content was .246, which is 3 times the legal limit. Tyler's mom says video like him taking money out of the ATM and using his debit card at the bars, and that he looked fine walking on the video at Casey's.
He was able to make, do simple math. If the bill is $15 and he wanted, or $15.25, he knew to give the exact amount to make it $18.
From pictures taken by officials at the time of the scene, Tyler's parents feel there was foul play involved due to the position of his body not being consistent with a fall or accident. Tyler had bruises, scuff marks on his body and shoe, marks on his ankle and on his wrists. What his parents say looks like some type of restraint was used. His watch is off his wrist, laying next to him, and a beer right next to it, which the mom says Casey's video doesn't show Tyler walking with a beer can.
But I do feel like he was put here. I really do. His arms are in that bent position, and there's no way he got down there and just walked down here. I just don't see the purpose of it. Why would he do that?
And as far as more surveillance video goes on this street, other than the Casey's, the family says they asked this business right here, but by the time they checked their cameras, they didn't see Tyler on them. Now, across the street, there's another building, which at the time, they didn't have any cameras. Now they do. The family says if Tyler would have kept walking down this street, he would have made contact with that fence and would have had to go around. Tyler's parents say his health app on his phone shows he stopped moving 4 minutes after he walked by the Casey's, about the time it would take him to get to the fence. Halsney says with all the possibilities, the officials were quick to make a judgment.
As soon as that autopsy was done, they were done. He drowned.
Former police chief David Christensen was over the Galesburg Police Department at the time. He's since retired. He says throughout his career, this case doesn't come close to being foul play.
Usually clear-cut evidence that the victim fell prey to some kind of an act at the hand of another. Clearly a bullet wound or, stab marks or evidence of a fight, severe facial injuries, broken bones, those sorts of things.
This case did have a lot of that.
Not according to the pathologist, it didn't.
Any pictures that you saw?
I personally, I've seen a few, but I didn't see the whole collection of scene photos.
Chief Russ Idle is now in charge of the department. What could have happened? Does this look like accidental?
Pathologists and the crime scene experts have looked at all of the evidence and determined that there is zero evidence of foul play at all. So yes, it looks accidental.
How would he manage to get all the way down to where that is?
You have to understand a lot of the information that's coming out is completely wrong.
But Chief Idle told me he's not accusing the family of putting out wrong information, but instead what's said on social media. Although the family feels the police department has not come close to providing any justice since the start of the case.
But to the point of gross negligence and just blowing off some young kid that didn't matter to you, that's not acceptable.
And on Tuesday, we will continue to break down the rest of why Tyler's family hasn't been satisfied with the police department's investigation. That's also when you'll hear the family's private investigator found in his report. If you missed the first part of our report, you can find it on our website, news3wyu.com.
The Center for Disease Control and Prevention released new figures today saying there have been now 530 confirmed probable cases of lung issues linked to e-cigarettes. Health officials are working to define a clear cause or connection between the cases reported in 38 states. It also involves multiple types of substances. Vaping-related illness have been linked to 7 deaths in 6 states, including 1 in Illinois.
All right, well, coming up next, we will have your weekend forecast with Jared Streeter. Stay tuned.
Rooted in teaching tradition, the desire to impact lives through education marks our Western identity. We believe every student with the hope to succeed deserves a chance at our institution. We're invested in honing each student's individual strengths to turn that hope into promise. Our commitment shows in everything that we do. It guides our faculty with empathy. It grows our students with courage. It moves each of us with purpose. In Macomb and Quad Cities, all walks of life meet to share cultures, ideas, and aspirations. Together, our students welcome new perspectives, helping them bring true value wherever they go next. Whatever the next challenge or change we face, our fighting spirit strengthens and evolves. With fortitude, we remain devoted to our vision. Brave and loyal, we stand as Leathernecks. For our students, for our region, for our state, and beyond. And when we stand together, we stand up for what matters, going forth as one. And that unity takes us far beyond what we've ever imagined.
Welcome back and good afternoon, Macomb. 82 degrees outside, another hot and very muggy day. As you can see with the humidity sitting right at 76%, it was like walking through just pure water outside today. Winds northeast 7 miles an hour, which really isn't helping the case with the heat today. Looking at our average highs this time of year, average highs around 76, which I think a lot of us are asking for today. Average low about 52 degrees, record high 96 degrees this time of year, and record low 35. Luckily we're not at that 96, but it is still warm outside and it's not very pleasant. However, looking at this weekend and tonight, actually, we do have chances for showers and thunderstorms. As we can see on our pressure map, there's not a whole lot going on. However, these low pressure systems that we see over in the northwest are actually going to start to move their way over towards Illinois as we head into the weekend, and they're going to provide us with some relief with this heat as well as showers and thunderstorms. Right here, you can see some clouds forming over our northwest area, starting to move their way down towards us, which is going to show a little bit on the radar here, the chances for showers and thunderstorms to head into our area tonight. It is a relatively low chance that we can get them tonight. However, it is still a potential, and it still could give us a little bit of relief that we're all asking for. Looking at our high temperatures today, 82 degrees here in Macomb, 89 down in Beardstown, 91 down in Quincy, 84 in Keokuk, and 81 up in Burlington. Looking at tonight, we are going to feel a little bit of that change. 66 degrees tonight, 66 down in Beardstown, 69 down in Quincy. Looking at tomorrow, unfortunately, it is going to jump right back up. 87 degrees here in Macomb, 90 degrees over in Keokuk, and up in Peoria, we're going to see about 88 degrees. Looking at tomorrow night, however, it's going to jump down again, about 69 degrees here in Macomb, 71 in Quincy, Beardstown, we're going to see about 69 degrees as well. Springfield, you're looking at 69 degrees as well. Looking at tonight, 66 degrees here in Macomb. Winds southeast at 5 miles an hour. Looking at tomorrow, 86 degrees with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Winds south at 5 miles an hour. Let's look at this 5-day forecast, however. 70s all the way across the board. Chance of showers and thunderstorms on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But the temperatures, as we can see, are from the mid to high 70s. 79 on Saturday, 74 on Sunday. All sun on Monday and Tuesday as we start to come back into our week. 75 degrees on Monday and 74 on Tuesday.
All right, thank you, Jared.
It's going to be warm tomorrow.
Yeah, warm tomorrow, but that break is right there.
All right, well, we have big news in sports, right?
Yeah, today W Athletics made some new hires, as we've already talked about. We'll have that, as well as WI football will look to rebound this week against a tough opponent. Stay tuned for all of that and more here at News 3.
Rooted in teaching tradition, the desire to impact lives through education marks our Western identity. We believe every student with the hope to succeed deserves a chance at our institution. We're invested in honing each student's individual strengths to turn that hope into promise. Our commitment shows in everything that we do. It guides our faculty with empathy. It grows our students with courage. It moves each of us with purpose. In Macomb and Quad Cities, all walks of life meet to share cultures, ideas, and aspirations. Together, our students welcome new perspectives, helping them bring true value wherever they go next. Whatever the next challenge or change we face, our fighting spirit strengthens and evolves. With fortitude, we remain devoted to our vision. Brave and loyal, we stand as Leathernecks. For our students, for our region, for our state, and beyond. And when we stand together, we stand up for what matters, going forth as one. And that unity takes us far beyond what we've ever imagined.
Welcome back to Live at 4. I'm Michael Harms. A new era is officially underway for the Western Illinois baseball team. Today, WIU named Andy Pascoe as the 7th head coach in program history. Before coming to Macomb, Pascoe spent 3 seasons as the hitting coach at Butler University. During his tenure with the Bulldogs, the team hit a combined .263 at the plate and 94 total home runs. In his second season, Pascoe helped Butler advance to the 2018 Big East Tournament for the first time in school history. Pascoe began his coaching career at the University of Evansville and replaces Ryan Brownlee, who left the program after the 2019 season when WIU went 23-31 last spring. The Western Illinois football team takes on Tennessee Tech this weekend at Hanson Field. The team has a tough matchup again this week against the Golden Eagles. The Eagles have scored a touchdown on offense, defense, and special teams for 2 straight weeks. Here's what head coach Jared Elliott had to say about Tennessee Tech on this week's Leathernecks Insider. Yeah, as Tennessee Tech will be a very difficult opponent for Western, as they have coming off of a 2-1 record so far, coming off of a win against a Division II opponent. They have absolutely dominated their way and look to do it again this weekend. In the meantime, Macomb High Volleyball took on their rival Monmouth-Roseville on Wednesday. Things started off right for the Bombers, getting a few early points and a lead in the first set from a hefty spike delivered by junior Tatum Lance. The Bombers did not let up in any possible way, scoring on offense, defense, and even off their serves. That recipe led to an easy first set win, 25-16. The Titans never gave up, battling to the last minute possible, but Macomb High proved too much for them, losing in 2 straight sets. Next, Macomb takes on Lutheran on Friday. The Bushnell Prairie City High School Spartans welcome the Elmwood Trojans to their home gym in their 3rd conference game of the season. The Spartans are looking to turn things around this year as a 1-13 record to start and 2 losses in conference. The Trojans had a lot of firepower in this one, striking early and often in the first set. After a run of points for Elmwood, they started to find their groove, pushing the Spartans onto their heels despite the tough defense. After a block bounce back, they found points here and there, but with no consistency. The Trojans started playing to their strengths with strong outside hitting and constant movement. Elmwood won in 2 straight sets, and the Spartans, losing the first set in a quick bout 25-8, they will look to find their conference win against Farmington this week. The Macomb High Bombers also took on the rival in soccer this week. The Roseville team, the Bombers have a 9-2-2 record, taking on the Roseville Titans in a heated matchup, tying 1-1. They look next week to go to Almond High School to turn things around. Now, Monmouth attempts to score in the high school at home. Macomb will take on their rival in soccer. Now, next. In sports, that will all we have in sports. The final word is next.
Rooted in teaching tradition, the desire to impact lives through education marks our Western identity. We believe every student with the hope to succeed deserves a chance at our institution. We're invested in honing each student's individual strengths to turn that hope into promise. Our commitment shows in everything that we do. It guides our faculty with empathy. It grows our students with courage. It moves each of us with purpose. In Macomb and Quad Cities, all walks of life meet to share cultures, ideas, and aspirations. Together, our students welcome new perspectives, helping them bring true value wherever they go next. Whatever the next challenge or change we face, our fighting spirit strengthens and evolves. With fortitude, we remain devoted to our vision. Brave and loyal, we stand as Leathernecks. For our students, for our region, for our state, and beyond. And when we stand together, we stand up for what matters, going forth as one. And that unity takes us far beyond what we've ever imagined.
All right, let's take another quick look as we head into our weekend. A lot of rain as we head into the weekend. 86 degrees tomorrow with rain and thunderstorms. Saturday, 79. Another chance of showers and thunderstorms that day with a low of 67. It's just an all-around rainy weekend. And then as we head into Sunday, another high of 74. Low of 56, more rain. However, this is good news for us because that is going to start to bring us our cooler temperatures as we start the week.
That's all for us today.
All right, well, we will see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. on Good Morning Macomb.